Ebro in the morning, beautiful Laura Styles. You got Rosenberg. Shout out to Concepts, too. Thanks for the hats, guys. Shout out to my dude Neil down there. I need to come see you, bruh. Okay. And on the show right now, are you the editor-in-chief, Mikey Fresh?
Nah. Let's make that clear. I'm the music editor.
Music editor.
Vibe.com.
Vibe.com.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to Mikey Fresh. Yo, look, you guys are putting out lists upon lists this year for
It's
the
about that
2016. I've had my time of ranting and raving about lists I'm not happy with. Not that I dislike the people at Complex or Fader or anything, but sometimes I have my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Mikey Fresh, you guys are going to attempt to piss me off this year with some of your lists. I know you are at Vibe.
It's our job, isn't it? Isn't that what we're out here to do on the internet? Ebro, number one hater, number one rap hater.
But what about just, a nice quality list commemorating great music? What about whatever happened to that?
Well, since you haven't seen the list now, why don't you give us the benefit of the doubt to maybe give us a little bit? Like, you haven't even seen it.
All right, so give me first list up.
Best songs of the year.
Best rap song.
This is rap and R&B.
Best rap. And how long is this list?
It's going to be 50 songs.
50 songs.
Because I just feel like we're in a time and place where there's probably 30 new songs that come out a day. By 30 songs, not by no names, by people who, are big on the internet and on radio and also on the blogs.
And no names.
And no names that have a hit.
Counting the no names. You're not even counting the no names or including the no names.
Well, if the song has made impact, like, is it getting radio spins? Is it getting any play in the club? Is it making a difference online? Because obviously there's a bunch of different, parameters of how you judge music. Because
you can look at SoundCloud plays.
Yeah, exactly. You got to factor everything in.
You can look at all these things. So the top 50 songs. Give us a hint. Top 10. Who's cracking the top 10? Beyonce Formation.
I mean, it has to be on there. How are we not going to include that on there?
Of course.
I would easily not put it on mine. It would be no problem.
You wouldn't put Beyonce Formation in your top 10 of the year?
I didn't even like the song Formation.
Yeah, but is that you personally?
Yes.
So how is that fair?
Also, I didn't feel like it was her biggest song of the year. I didn't even think it was one of her biggest songs. I feel like the conversation was big and the moment was big for the performance, but we didn't play that song as much as we played other songs.
Yo, ask any young lady in New York, LA, Atlanta. They'll probably tell you Formation.
Scotty Beam, you think Formation is? You do?
There you go.
Top 10 song of the year?
Top 10 song. But what
I wasn't a fan.
What about the other? What was it? Hold Up?
Are you talking about Sorry?
Sorry. Sorry was a big tune too, but that was just a radio tune. See, Formation, and I think this is probably in all the lists that'll happen this year, as Mikey Fresh just put it, you got to factor in multiple things. Not just the song you hear the most, not just your personal favorite, and not just sales, and not just radio play, right? Formation had the big video, right? The Super Bowl. Right?
Right, no, it was a moment. No, I'm not denying how big the moment was.
By the way, it became a cultural
And don't forget
thing.
the memes and the GIFs. Like, they play a part in that.
Being in formation is a thing now.
Right.
Like, women will gather on the weekend and be like, bitch, we get information.
But yo, look at how that helped Ray Shrummer and Black Beatles. The Mannequin Challenge, I feel like, was a huge factor in making that the number one song, not just on the rap chart, on overall.
Nobody's bringing up Kanye's old quote, "What's a black beetle anyway? A fucking roach." But we'll leave that.
Oh, man.
We'll leave that by the wayside. The Black Beatles is a big.
Yo,
song.
let them have the moment. And aren't they?
Yes, they deserve the moment.
Aren't they co-writers on Formation? Didn't one of them write a part of the hook?
Yeah, I think one of them wrote like swag or something like that.
I mean, I think he wrote a couple, maybe
like
6 more words, but
swag.
still. So if she wins, that means Ray Shrummer gets a Grammy, right?
Yes.
So how do you feel about that, Ebro?
I'm happy for them.
You sure?
That'll be great.
Yeah, swag. Swag your way all the way to a Grammy. Swag. What else? Next list.
Next list, album of the year, which has been talked about a lot in the last 24 hours with the whole Grammy nominations being announced.
According to the Grammys, the album of the year,
Let's see,
albums
what
of the year
are
are
they?
Justin
Coloring book?
Bieber,
Oh, sorry.
Justin Bieber, Adele,
Yes.
Drake.
and
Stir
Beyonce.
Schoolboy Q, Blank Face.
Yeah.
No, that's
Well,
rap.
that's rap.
That's
Oh,
rap.
okay.
Yeah,
Talking about
Album of the year,
general?
right.
In general, it's Adele, Sturgill Simpson, Drake, Beyonce, and Bieber are the albums of the year general. But then there's a rap album of the year, which is Blank Face.
The Coloring Book. Views.
Khaled.
De La Soul's on there too for Anonymous
De La
Nobody.
De La Soul. I
You
think
have a
that's
pro- Mikey, you have a problem with De La Soul getting album of the year rap category? Nah.
That would be great. I think just as a curveball, as pioneers in rap, guys who really stuck to their guns. And I think this was a Kickstarter album, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That might be a first, Kickstarter album.
To a
winning
Grammy? Woo! That would be fantastic. I'm not holding my breath, but I'm going to go with Drake Views.
You're on Drake Views and rap album.
Yeah.
But in the vibe list, you definitely had Tribe on there, right?
Tribe, of course. Of course.
Yeah, because you guys didn't have the same cutoff period.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing with the Grammys. People don't realize the cutoff period. They're like, oh, why isn't like
Right.
The Weeknd on it or something like that? Like people who just put albums out in the last few months.
I'm annoyed about the Tribe album. It kind of stinks.
But hopefully it'll be for next year,
as far as
though.
Grammys.
Yeah,
go.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
that's
I know. I just wish that it timed slightly differently because next year it won't mean quite the same thing. And it is. I think it is maybe the best rap album of the year. I think we go over that list. It's better than Khaled. I love
you got
Blank Face.
Kanye West, Pablo.
I like
you got
Blank Face, but it's better.
You got Views.
To me, it's better than all those albums from a consistency standpoint. I think the whole thing up and down is really good. Pablo has amazing songs on it, but as we talked about, I think the way it was released ended up being such a mess in terms of how my relationship with it and how the entire project.
because it was getting reworked and edited and
It's so
put back out, right?
And then I always said
It was like a start and stop too.
the beginning of the album, the first 5, whoa. The last 5, whoa. The middle gets a little funky in
it
spots.
could have been a little shortened up.
It could have been
you know?
shortened up in the middle somewhere. That Tribe thing, man, is just it's
It's
good.
a cohesive project.
It's cohesive.
It sounds like this is like a moment in time.
And here's the important thing I want to stress. And besides me just being an old head who loves Tribe, we as hip hop have to, yes, people who hate me, we, myself included, as hip hop, need to prop up a legendary act coming back and putting out a great album. We need to prop that up the way they do it when Bruce Springsteen drops after 20 years. The way Steely
Rolling Stone. Right.
Steely Dan drops after 20 years. And all those genres go, oh my God, they came back. Metallica's back. Give them a Grammy.
I think David Bowie dropped one that people
Bowie's
really,
nominated
really,
for
really, really love.
everything.
Yeah,
There's actually
he's
Grammys
got-
is catching some heat for not having Bowie as that one of the albums of the
Not
year.
album, it's song. It's like song and record.
So I was wondering what categories he was up. 'Cause I
He
know
will
he's
win
got-
one. He will win one. And I will have no problem with it. I love Bowie. I want us to. I just think hip hop needs to do the same because Tribe, like De La's album was really good, right? And I love that it got nominated. If De La's album, which was really good, got nominated, Tribe's album next year better be nominated because De La was a 3.5, 4-star album. To me, Tribe was a 4.5-star album. Like it was that strong. I believe. Everyone sort of.
And so for Vibe.com, where you guys are putting out your album of the year list, is this just hip hop and R&B? Is this all music?
It's all music, but obviously,
You guys are gonna have Sturgill Simpson on your list.
Nah,
Look,
I don't think you'll
as
see
a
them,
country
but-
I'm
music
sure it's
and
more
blues
focused.
fan, like I'm an Alabama Shakes. The Sturgill Simpson album's incredible.
the
If you
Alabama
like-
Shakes are great, but I don't know if you'll see Sturgill on there.
He
Ebro.
won't make it. But who would? And how long is the list?
We're really, really fond of Anderson .Paak's album, Malibu.
Malibu's amazing.
That one and
Nice.
Kate Trinada's, you're definitely probably gonna- I can
99.9%.
say, yeah, you're gonna see those on there.
Love that album. Wow, you guys have a pretty solid list. So you guys have Song of the Year, Hip Hop and R&B. You have Album of the Year, and then what's your next list for Vibe.com?
Yo, we have one. Don't judge me because I'm an Asian guy saying this, but we have one called the Blackest Albums of the Year.
The Blackest album.
Blackest Albums of the Year.
I mean, look, man, you in hip hop, you gotta acknowledge the blackness in hip hop.
Yeah,
sometimes.
and the Vibe staff, I don't know if everyone knows, but they are all people of color. Like, aside myself, it's like 7 or 8 young, beautiful black ladies.
Look, you get a lot of passes, Mikey Fresh. One of
True.
them is not the N-word, but talking about blackness is always welcome.
Yeah, sure you go.
Always
No problem.
welcome. Go ahead with it.
But on that, you're gonna see like the Solange album, which probably it still gets played in our office daily.
That is the blackest album. You got a song on the album called "Don't Touch My Hair." Is that's the name of the song, right? She's got a
Why'd
song
you
called.
look directly at?
Well, because she
Black.
loves the album.
Okay.
And I love the
What?
album. I like
Say it loud.
No, I'm telling you to say Untitled Unmastered.
Oh, Untitled Unmastered. How about that? Is that in there for
I
Black?
was gonna say even it's considered an EP though, right? But we're still putting it on there.
Okay, good.
I mean
Yeah.
that.
Lawrence is on there.
Yo, but also mixtapes are going on these lists, I should say, because we're in a time where albums and street albums and mixtapes are
I
all
don't know
kind of
the
one.
difference.
Yeah,
I don't know
like
the difference.
exactly.
Project.
So just because something was released for free, you're still gonna see it on there. This kid Saba, well,
Bucket
List
List.
Theory from he's from Chicago. You guys are probably all familiar with him, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's like an album you're gonna see on there that I think a lot of people
I haven't
slept
listened to the
on.
album. I'm not considering. We might say
Sounds
lie.
good. You should listen to it.
I'm sure
and
it
the
is.
other young lady from, look, I like Joey Perp from
I need
Chicago.
to listen to it.
The whole Save Money crew.
I didn't hear the whole
No
Perp
Name.
tape either.
Yeah, and I was gonna say No Name. No Name is amazing too. Her stuff is incredible. So there's a lot of good stuff coming out of Chicago. Did any of those make your Vibe.com list?
I'm gonna say
Blackest?
you're gonna see those on
No
there.
Name's album
You're
is
gonna
black.
see the kid Gallant, who had a huge year. I mean, more in the festival scene though. I feel like that's where I really saw him. I was at Coachella, and I really, really saw him come alive. Like,
Gallant, if you claim to be a fan of R&B, and you claim to be a soul music fan, and you have not listened to the Gallant album,
You playing yourself?
Congratulations.
Wow.
Definitely.
All right.
Big congratulations. The album's called Ology. Go pick that up.
Who else? Sir is another R&B dude who's on the rise. You guys should check for him.
Sir, I'm not hip to Sir.
Sir, check for him. Definitely. He's got a project called Her.
Where are you guys, Vibe.com, at with things coming out of the UK? Are you guys paying attention to that? Because there's some amazing music.
I mean, yeah.
Neo's album out of there. I mean, I love Skepta's album, incredible. Giggs album, I love. Landlord. I don't know.
I mean,
a lot of hip hop fans in the US.
Konnichiwa was slept on.
Konnichiwa.
I know a lot of people didn't like it. They were kind of says it was a little too Americanized, but for me, I feel like that was a solid.
It was good.
It was like 11 tracks, a little short, but
Yeah,
it was
I liked it.
perfect to me,
I liked Konnichiwa. I did think it was
the
good.
shorter the album, like when you're around between 9 and 11 songs, I prefer it.
Me too.
When you go to 16 songs, I feel like sometimes you lose me. There's two. You're trying
Sometimes.
to add
Almost every
most
time.
of the time.
And then, of course, Frank Ocean is a big topic. You know, I think half the staff is like, "Oh, it's so awesome." And then half the staff was kind of disappointed.
If y'all knew the level, the list of things I have not listened to this year, including Frank Ocean.
You didn't listen to Blonde?
You didn't even
Second.
try.
Nope.
Blonde, seriously, me and you talking real talk. And I wasn't.
Give me that real talk.
I
please.
wasn't a big Channel Orange fan. I think I like maybe.
I didn't
3
like
songs
Channel
on
Orange like
See,
that.
me too. I
interesting.
was a Nostalgia Ultra fan.
Nostalgia Ultra was my shit.
Yes.
Blonde is better than Channel Orange all day to me.
Okay, so it's really good.
It's really good.
It's worth me stopping my tribe rotation to like give it a couple days.
Yes,
Please do.
absolutely.
Okay.
But even the other joint I thought was
Well,
good too. That
it's
one
so different.
visual
It's
album
so
you put out right
different.
before.
You gotta be in the mood
I've
for
never since Nostalgia Ultra, something about Frank never grabs me. I don't know why. Listen, I'm old as shit, and my
can only
whiteness
be
manifests
one
itself
old
in
person
weird
on this
ways.
program.
I know I'm not as old as you, but I'm older and I'm whiter. And sometimes I don't think I'm that white, and then there's things I like don't listen to. Like I still haven't listened to Solange yet. Now, I can lie to you guys to try to keep my black girl card, but I haven't listened to Solange.
Are there any R&B albums that you love? Like, what,
No, he doesn't
there's
like
gotta
Beyonce.
I don't
There's got to
listen.
be some R&B albums that you like. One or two. Like,
R&B. I love the Anderson .Paak album.
Is that an R&B album?
What the fuck? It's not a rap album.
It's like in between.
He doesn't
In
rap.
between?
It's in between.
Claude or Malibu?
Malibu.
Malibu.
Malibu, yeah.
Yeah, well, I
I
don't know.
consider it an R&B.
Yeah, I
album.
don't think there's anything else to.
But
Drake
some
should be
people,
an R&B album,
real talk. People don't consider Anderson .Paak, the true R&B heads don't consider Anderson .Paak R&B.
What do they consider him?
Urban contemporary.
Yeah,
Remember I
urban.
asked that question earlier. I was like, I don't even know what the
Because
fuck
We
that means.
were trying to figure out what exactly is urban contemporary.
He's singing on soulful music. It's R&B.
Sometimes he's singing ish. Like it's not
But he's not
quite.
spitting bars.
No.
I mean, people. That's why it's listen. It's categories. I get it. But anyways, no, I like R&B albums a lot. It's just about what do.
I love Rihanna's album.
Yeah, I like.
Anti was
Okay,
an incredible
that's the album I listen to.
That's
It's just
fine.
about what musically grabs me for some reason. And Frank after Channel Orange hasn't musically made me be like I want to check back in.
I'll say this. Beyonce's album had one of the best rollouts.
Of all time. And the whole
Undeniable.
thing
You
was
can't
fire.
front on that.
I'm not denying that.
And song for song, when you go through the Beyonce album with the visual part.
It's so dope.
Right.
But me, I listen to the Rihanna album more frequently.
Ebro just spoke my words. True. I'm the exact same way as you.
Well,
on
I
all
think
that.
Rihanna she surprised people. They didn't know she was this musical. They were just like kind of, oh shit.
Well,
she
Travis Scott is very musical. I'm sorry. They're both very musical. Oh, by the way, we're Travis Scott's album. What's up with that? That
definitely
thing was
gonna be on there. You know,
That was
Virgin
flames.
Trap, yeah, it still gets played.
And got snubbed at the Grammy. So what's Vibe.com?
Right, he's
gonna do
tight.
for it?
You know, we're definitely wondering about that. Future too got snubbed at the Grammys.
Yep.
I gotta say, Purple
Designer
Rain,
didn't. That's causing some controversy.
I didn't listen to Future's album that much. Was Future's album really good?
Purple Rain was pretty fire, man. I think he did a mixtape after
I'm gonna
that.
take your word for it, man. There's so much going on in this world, man. I gotta pick these battles. If you don't grab me, if one of your singles doesn't make me go, you have to listen to me. I just don't know how to prioritize. You know, Ebro's got a team. He's got a team of
Ears.
of 70,000 people who
He's
all
smart,
have
man.
ears,
He's
and they
smart.
hold a stereo next to him, and they go, "This is so and so. Tell us what you think. Here are the 6 best tracks. What are your thoughts? Give an educated opinion. Boom, he's got it. I just have my Spotify and I just type, and then before I know it, I'm searching.
That's your problem, right there.
I know.
It should be on Apple Music.
Boom, it would feed it all to me.
Fix your problem.
Because I end up just searching for the shit I want to hear and
fucking around on that Spotify.
I'm still listening to Common's third album right now. I've been on forever. I'm listening to B right now.
Grand Poobah dropped a great album this year.
Grand Poobah?
Grand Poobah.
He did?
It's called Black to the Future. I swear, I'm not lying. You guys gotta check this out.
It's really good?
It's fucking good.
Grand Poobah
Common
did.
too. Common, yes.
No,
Grand
I gotta listen to Common's album more. My first run through. I love that he got Bilal all over it. Like there's shit about it I like, but I want to spend more time with it. It's just hard, man. Like you name
Not
an
enough
album.
hours in the day.
You can name a big album that I haven't heard. I'm gonna name a random album you haven't heard. You know what I mean? It's just like that's what music is now.
Yeah,
so
right.
everyone's like, you haven't
Subjective
listened to
as hell, I agree.
Beyonce, and I'm like, no,
I
but
was listening to Tribe.
right or something else that's super random.
Or Coloring Book.
Or what just dropped in the last.
Oh, we didn't even really mention Coloring
How about
Book at all.
JIDK? How about JIDK's album?
DMV,
Any love in there
right.
for the JIDK?
You might see it. It might be towards the bottom.
Y'all people
I
need
don't
to
love
listen.
the dude, but he people like
You
him in
don't
the
like
office.
JIDK?
I said I don't love the dude.
You didn't love the album?
I do like it. I like it.
No,
I
no,
like it.
there's something going on
love
here.
what?
But you said you don't. You
Why
don't
can't I like, love, hate, and
Did you-
kind of
did you-
like
You
albums?
can. You can, but you don't love him personally.
The album.
Oh,
Okay.
you didn't
As,
love.
as the dude, he's great. Yeah. he
Oh,
came
you know,
through.
you said I don't love the dude.
Oh, my bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
You meant
what I
that's
meant.
why you.
All
That's why it sounded a
right.
little weird. I was like, what
All
did
right.
you get?
Yeah.
But no, hold on, because I really felt that the JIDK album was one of the most cohesive, thoughtful, complete projects of the year in rap. Like the fact that he took a concept about money, made a whole album, every single side of it, I just thought was phenomenal.
And rare.
And
where,
rare.
where
Right.
somebody can stay on topic and theme.
Yeah, and I just felt like the whole overall these things happen where like our media just like not interested. They decided we're not interested.
Well, it's what you spoke about before, right? Like you're saying that I have a team of people, they play me whatever, and then I get to make an opinion based on what's been filtered down to me, right? I'm sure at Vibe.com and their music, they have a team probably much smaller than mine, right? That has to manually go through and find as much music as they can. And then here's the thing with music. You don't get to just listen to it one time and decide. You got to live
Right, you
with
gotta
it
sit with it,
sometimes. You
yeah.
got to stick with it and see if it sticks to you. And listen to it while you're working out, while you're driving, while you're on the train, while you're walking, with friends, at a party. Like all these different scenarios to figure out, because every song and every album isn't for every setting. And so you got to kind of navigate through that. And it's tough. And some things do get skipped over.
Just by sure, you can't listen to every single piece of music anymore. There's just so much. That's how we feel. It's coming in through our inboxes, DMs, like.
And so how do you guys prioritize?
I think we use a different, some different factors. Obviously, if we have relationships with some labels, they're feeding us a lot of music too. But also, we find it on our own. We're going online, we're jumping on SoundCloud.
I'm guessing you found the Poobah on your own.
Yeah, I mean that was just
That
like,
wasn't a machine. The Grand Poobah machine did not bring that
I mean,
to you.
people think like we only go through the major labels and what publicists are sending us, as a vibe where we do have a lot of relationships, but a lot of it is, on our own. Like, what do we like? We are tastemakers.
On my own.
All right, relax.
All right.
So we got best hip hop and R&B song. You got best hip hop album of the year. You got blackest albums of the year, which I appreciate. Vibe.com. When are these lists coming out?
You should see everything start rolling out today. Probably, what time is it? You'll see it. Well, I don't know when this is gonna run, but
This will be up in a few hours. in the
December
afternoon.
7th. Yeah, you'll start seeing them this afternoon. I think today
For Larry Bird's birthday. It's only right that you
Hey.
put out the vibe list.
you might
No.
see Mac Miller on there.
Mac Miller, another great album.
I love that. I really
Divine
did love
Feminine
that.
slept on, I think too.
It was good, man. It was different. It was
Yo,
cool.
someone told me that Divine Feminine almost made it into the urban contemporary album category at the
Really?
Grammys
I don't see why it wouldn't.
because of his singing and rhyming.
No, why it
and
would
the
not?
vibes.
That's
what
why
I'm
it
saying.
should. What about Isaiah Rashad? Any love?
Definitely put out a surprise project that we loved. Yeah,
All right.
he
Well, we'll see.
came back.
Any
strong.
other list before we let you up out of here?
That's all I can say right now, man. You gotta just wait. Some things gotta be surprises.
Yo, Mikey Fresh, he is the editor of music at Vibe.com. It's always great to see you.
One thing I gotta say before I get out of here.
Yes.
Just like I probably never really got to tell you guys, but I used to come in here as Miss Info's intern.
Yes.
And to come back now as like a guest on the show is really like kind of a bugged out moment for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
All three of you guys, especially really showed me a lot of love when I was still coming up. Like, as I said, I was Miss Info's intern assistant. So just to even get acknowledged by you guys back in the day, you know, helping me when I was here, always even just knowing my name and shit really, really means a lot.
Mikey,
So
what you're going to stop doing right now, what you're going to stop doing right now is letting the world know that behind the scenes we're some cool motherfuckers. They think we're dicks. We got
And I just want to tell you from sitting this close that for a man, you have some of the most flawless skin I've seen.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
As you should.
Thank you, man.
Mikey Fresh,
I
love
need
you,
to say
bro.
that.
Love you,
bro.
Mikey.
Thank you,
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, man.